Today on my channel, Planner Friends, let's get into my gorgeous, pretty, beautiful, classic happy planner. Let's deco, let's have fun. I have entered my fun era, if you will, in terms of planning, and I can't wait to share some ideas and so forth. So friends, pull up a chair, grab something to drink. I have hot tea, which is what I'm always drinking, and I always have a fun and funky mug. This is the Atomic Cat. Please join me, friends. Stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I am One Crafty Dolo. My name's Dolores. My nickname is Dolo. I had it before JLo. Let's be very clear here. I'm not carpetbagging there. If you're new, join my growing community. What a lovely group I have here. I love how together we're creating a happy space, positive space here on the internet. So it's Monday morning and I'll drop this on Wednesday. This is my goal planner. I use it for my channel. I use it for writing. And yeah, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Again, I love creating community with you. If I don't hear from certain followers, I worry about you. So this has really been great for me. Alrighty, so it took me, no lie, until May to really find my groove in this planner. I grabbed some washi. This is all Simply Gilded stuff that I have. I grabbed some old school Happy Planner stickers, like these are going back for a long time, and some Mojo Jojo plans. This is new, her summer boxes. I love this. And then I have, what do I have over here? Okay, some rainbow shapes. So I'm not sure what I'm doing in terms of that. I know we're using these, so let's get in here, shall we? So as I was saying, I feel like I hadn't used a vertical planner, although these are pretty good, I have to say. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it took me a little bit to kind of find my groove in this planner, as I said, but I love it. It's a classic checklist layout. So this is the first one I've ever used, and I like it. I'm happy with it. It's, again, you'd use one thing last year for my goals. I used a dashboard planner, and this month, let's see, we're in June. Yes. Okay. Sorry. And I love the dashboard, but I always like to change things up because I feel like, here, let me show you May and why I feel like I found my real groove here. I don't know. I just started to use more stickers and do them differently. I really love this one. And this one is great. Incidentally, these alpaca, these are from an old book. This one too, the Happy Illustrations, and I found it on Mercari for a little over $6, brand new. So even though it's old, it's never been used. So I can't wait to get in there, and play with that. That's going to be a lot of fun. It should come this week, actually. I'm always skulking around, looking at sites to see what I can find inexpensively. So here we are. I know a lot of people pull out the pages. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. Does that make it better? Does that make it easier? Unless I'm inking, I generally don't do that. But let's try it today. For as much as I create here on YouTube, I also watch and consume a bit of YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna move these over a little bit. I love Mojo Jojo plans. My goal this year has been to support more small businesses, and I'm very proud that I'm doing that. Do I still order from companies like the Happy Planner? Sure. Do I still order from Amazon? Yeah, sometimes I do, but a truncated version of what I used to do. I do have a sticker subscription now, which I am glad I did, Chrissy Ann Designs. So I'm trying. We all do what we can when we can, but I just think in this economic climate, it's important to help people out and support their businesses, especially other women. All right, so I have here some of these adorable. I mean, I don't think I'm going to use this today, but I love this washi. It's from the Sun Salutation Kit with Jasper. I'm actually leaning towards this one. And then I was peeking through here. I think it was this book. Yeah, see, there's washi strips in here I haven't used. So I think I may combine the washi strips with this somehow. I'm not exactly sure how. So what have we got here? We've got okay, bright yellow, which I do like. This blue, which is pretty, the rainbow, and then there was this wavy blue. I think we're going to do something like that. And then in here, let me find these again. I think they're in the back. Yeah, look at all these great summer stickers, right? I thought these could be a lot of, not those, not these. Some of these maybe. I just think they're cute. They're super cute. I like this one a lot. So let's have some fun with it. Are we going to the beach? No. Is that okay? Yes. So let me start by laying down the larger washi, and I think I'm going to do, last week I did the straights kind of washi here. So I think we're going to do some diagonal again, which I kind of have fun with. So we just, oh, Lexi, my little cat, is saying hello to you. No, what she's really doing is she's saying to me, Mother, it is morning. Therefore, you should be sitting down with your tea and me. Oh, I love cats. They're, the masters of subtlety. So anyway, welcome to summer, friends. We're in summer already, and it's hard to imagine, isn't it? I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong. It just, wow, that seems like this year is flying by us. Do I like this? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I do like putting on lots of washi. Let me think here a minute. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep going with it. I mean, I kind of have an idea when I come on here what I'm going to do, but I also like to let the creative process play out, if you will. I think that's important. I don't know. Debating still here. Such pretty washi. I think I did use this on the llama washi set, but I mean the llama's layout, sorry. We'll just have fun with it. What the heck, right? It's just so pretty. Lord, I hate when I overthink things. I don't know about you, but I am an overthinker. You know what? I am overthinking, and I am going to take this off. Sorry. I'm not the only one. I watch different YouTubers, and this is pretty common that they do something and then they're like, no, and then they do it a different way. So I don't mean to be one of those, but I guess it sometimes happens. I feel like we should put this down here. Yeah, let's put this one down here like this. Okay, I think we can do that. Right, it kind of works. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Corner there, but oh well. So I like it. Is this one going to be a Monday? So as I was saying, I hope that you're into this summer. I don't know that summer is my favorite time of year. It's not necessarily. I like sunshine. That's become a real thing for me. I need lots and lots of sunshine. But summer itself, I'm always like, yeah, I don't know. I guess everybody's just different. Okay, so we can put this down here. I think that's so cute, right? The idea here is to really use up items I have. I did purchase a number of newer sticker books, which truthfully I haven't been using as much, in part because I'll use them. But I found them on Mercari really inexpensive. And that was kind of nice to find new ones at a bargain price. I'm always skulking around sites like that because I find you can come up with some pretty good bargains. I don't know if I like that either. Ugh, I am just a messy girl today, but that's okay. We can be messy when we need to be, right? Okay. It was funny. I'm in different planner groups and so forth on social media. And somebody recently was like, hey, what is everybody doing for 2026? And I was like, oh, Lord. It's like we're going into July here. Okay, I don't know that I'm ready to think about 2026. For being a planner, there's certain things I like. Yeah, we'll leave it. I like it to be a little more organic with certain things. Let's leave that too. And one of them is figuring out what am I doing next year? Because you know what? Next year, I am tempted to do something with these yellows. I feel like watching, you watch reruns of Seinfeld, and it's always like, Newman. I'm Newman today. Okay, I'm like the annoying one. What about one of these even? These are really pretty. This is kind of soft and subtle, and it's just hearts. I never know what to do with the tiny washies, so I tend to layer them just because you can. Yeah, I like that actually. That's good. So, yeah, that's been a big topic as of late, I guess, because all the new, like, 26, like 18-month planners have come out. So people are like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, well, I'm scrubbing along this year. I don't think I can figure out next year yet. So if you're scrubbing along like me, well, this is the channel for you, friends. Okay. Goodness. There we go. This is still a little messy. I think I need to clean this up a bit. Thank the Lord for the X-Acto knife. Where would I be without it? The only solace I find there is that a lot of people who I follow on YouTube and so forth are like me in that they put stickers down crooked, and we're human, right? We are all fabulously and perfectly human, and that's not a bad thing. All right, let's put this. Yeah, I'm glad I added this one in. And I may use this one on top. I'll see. But I do like it. Let's clip this down a little bit. I'm really being a little fussy here, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Oh my gosh, true story. My maternal grandmother to say she was a perfectionist is being kind. Okay. She was a lot. She was just a lot. God bless her. God bless her. But she was a lot. And so she would give you a gift. She would give a gift. She was notorious doing this to my mother. She would give her a gift, say, I think I've talked about this before, but it's just funny. And so say she made something, and then she would sit there and my mother would open the gift. And my nana would be like, okay, so you put this part here and you do this here and you hang it this way and this is how it goes. And she would give a whole list of these ridiculous, detailed instructions about what she thought my mom should be doing. And then she would pause, no lie, she would pause, and then she'd look at my mother and say, but do what you like. And it was just funny because we were like, oh my God, Nana, what are you doing? It was one of those things. Let me see here. I do want to use a lot of blue stickers. The question is, do I want to use the blue stickers up top and then do different things on the bottom? And you know what? I kind of do. So maybe I'll add a little bit of washi to the top. Anyway, it was just a funny thing in our family that we used to laugh about, because it was like, okay, Nan. Nana is what we called her. It's like, Nana, and so I try to think of that whenever my own perfectionism I run into it. And, it was just, yeah, a whole list of instructions. Like, here's your gift. Now I'm going to tell you how to hang it up, what to do with it, where to put it, what tools to hang it up with. But, you can do whichever you want. Like, yeah, okay, Nana. It's funny how in our families, there's so many different characters, and growing up, you just, okay, it is what it is. But as you get older, you realize how these people have shaped you in so many ways. And so, yes, do I deal with perfectionism a bit? Yes. Do I think it has to do with my grandmother? Yeah, quite frankly, I do. And, I don't think that's a wrong assumption. So, yeah, I don't know. Just have to laugh at ourselves sometime. Okay, this is shaping up better. Okay, for my initial hesitation, I think it's okay. Let's see here. We have more stickers. This one's pretty. Do I want to put a second one? I kind of do. And in fact, I want to move this one over a little. Today's going to be the day where I'm just unsticking and moving things if I can. I guess it's one of those, it's Monday. So there you go. Oh my goodness. But yes, it's just funny how you see the different people in your family and how you take a little bit from this one and you take a little bit from that one. Kind of like a good recipe, if you will. Okay, so I want to use that one. Is there one in here I can add in as a fourth? I like summer break, but not for up there. I like the beach day, but not for up there. Oh wait, there's some more here. Oh, these are cute. Okay, I could certainly do one of these. Actually, I like this blue one here. That fits in nicely. So maybe we'll do, since that's busier than this, I'm going to put this one over here. Yeah, I like that. And then we can put this plainer one over here. So I might have to move this over a little bit. Yep. It's just the day of moving all the stickers, I guess, friends. So I'd be curious to know if you have summer plans. We don't really have, like, we're not taking a vacation as of now or anything. I will get up to see my parents, and that'll be good. Can't wait to do that. All right, now I feel better about this. It's coming together. It's just, you know, these are the things we do, right? Now, what about these summer boxes here? I think we can fit them in here. And the question is, these colors, like, look at these colors. They're gorgeous. That's why I wanted to purchase this. I feel like, first off, again, I want to support small makers, but I also feel like these colors are to die for, right? So what have we got here? I think we can use both colors, certainly. So let's start with this one, and I'm going to put it right here on the checklist part. You know what? I don't know. I feel like the checklist layout is actually really, it's peeling up a little bit. Okay. I think the checklist layout is great, in part because I feel like it gives you, like, you can do the checklist. You can, I don't know, it's something mentally about seeing it versus the plain blank vertical that I actually think is better for me in terms of how I view things. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody but me, but yeah. And I want to put this one down here. Here we go. That's a pretty blue, isn't it? So Mojo released, yeah, not good. See, don't put things straight. Mojo released 3 new summer, well, one is the first version, I guess, of the summer boxes. This is the second, like the newer updated version. And then she had, whatchamacallit, Summer Shapes, which I did not purchase, but put this one over here. Yes, I think this is working nicely. All right, are there any other things in here that I want to put in here? I wouldn't mind a second one. Maybe another green, but without lines. I should use tweezers. I always say that. I don't know that I'm coordinated enough to use tweezers. Being honest, friends, being honest. Know thyself, right? Let's pick this one up just a wee bit. So yes, I had just said, the funny thing is I was talking about that old Happy Illustrations book, and I just recently said, if I see it, you know, I don't like to buy sticker books that people have already used. That kind of grosses me out. I don't know. But I just said to you all, oh, I want to, you know, do that. No. Turns out I found it like the next day. I couldn't believe my luck. Okay, I took a few minutes to snuggle with my ridiculous little cat and to look at this again. I really love how it's coming together. Excuse me. I almost want to add one of these. I don't know. Do I need this beach day? I guess I don't, but it's so cute, isn't it? Okay, so we've got these. I like this backyard camp out here, so maybe I can put that somewhere. I think we love to, well, we don't camp out, but we eat out there. We eat in the backyard. There's that. So I'm going to put this here. Yeah, that works. And then I'm just going to look at some of these little elements and so forth, like the sunglasses here. And I think Sunglasses would be perfect, like up on here or something like this. Yeah, that's great. Okay, this is so much fun, and I know people outside the planner community would be like, what is this? This is so dumb. Who cares? You know what? That's my attitude. Who cares? Because if you're having fun, if you're doing the things, if this brings you peace and helps bring clarity and organization and fun to your life, I fail to see the problem here. I'm going to go through here again to see what else we've got in here. I know we have these larger, not those. Oh, I had some washi strips here. I didn't even see those, huh? Okay, well, see, you learn. Yeah, there's these larger ones, which I've used in another layout. I'm going to skip those. We have these, but let's go. Some of the smaller stickers. Yeah, some of these might be cute in conjunction with these. I think they're all pretty, quite frankly. But yeah, let's just play and have fun. A camera. So people who know, who understand this community, understand it. And people who aren't going to, well, they're not your people. I mean, I don't know how to say that other than saying it that way. They're not your people. And it strikes me a lot of times how gosh darn critical people are. And I'm not talking about myself. I mean, just in general. People are like, oh, you can't do this. You like, why? Says who? I'm living a good life and I'm happy doing these things. And these things bring me joy, right? And people seem to miss that. Everybody seems so serious as of late. I don't know. Just, it's tough. It's just tough sometimes. I know there's no red in the spread, but I thought I could bring some in there. It just makes sense. The little tent here. Oh, maybe we'll move the burger and put the tent down here. It's fun. This is just fun, and it's soothing and so forth. So one of the things I've been doing this month that I absolutely, oops, I ripped the washi. Oh dear. Well, can we cover it with this one? Yes, we can. There's a medium challenge I write, and I haven't written on medium in a while, but it's a medium challenge of writing 15 minutes a day, and that has been really a lot of fun. And so I've been doing that, and in fact, it's some days I go well over the 15 minutes without killing myself, certainly, but you know, I'm just having fun with it all. I don't know. And that's been really good for me. Even if I'm not publishing, I'm writing or anything creative. It's like using muscles. If you don't use them, you lose them. And I mean that sincerely. So I just have been doing that. I've been working really hard and trying to write more. Whenever I'm filming, a loud truck goes by. Put this over here. Note. Another note. And one more, and I think I'll do the red, actually, since I have some red here. In fact, why don't we put this one, pick this one up, put the red over here, or I can put the red, no, I want to put it over here. Okay. So I've been doing the writing 15 minutes, and I'm happy with it. I feel like as the month has gone on, I feel like the quality of my writing has improved because I am using those writing muscles. And I think the same with planning, the same with anything. You have creativity within you, but you have to excise it and you have to work with it and you have to play with it because it's quick. You can lose it pretty quickly, quicker than you realize. And so I'm trying not to do that, and I'm trying to keep those muscles going and strong and so forth. So yeah, just little thoughts of mine as we go through here. Okay, so I've got this here, I've got those there. I kind of want to put a beach ball up here. Just little accoutrements, if you will. Let's see here. Is there anything else in here that I want to use? These are really cute. They're just so darn cute. I think this, okay. Okay, let's look over here. Oh, we have a hot dog. Okay, I think, and oh, it's a circle. No, I don't know that I want to do that. We might be done. We might be. I did see in the summer book, I think there were some fireworks, although I guess weren't there. Oh, there's all these too. Oh, there they are. I think we're gonna put these somewhere over here. No, you know what? Too much. It's too much. Not so good. Leave it. When in doubt, don't. Right? That's one of my favorite sayings. When in doubt, don't. I say that to my son all the time. All right, so I feel like putting these back in here. I usually take them out, but that's, you know, I thought I'd try it. Did it make a big difference? Maybe. Maybe not working around the rings is a better way to go. I don't know. Anyway, these discs weren't on this planner. I used these discs on my dashboard planner last year, and I just brought them over. So now I have to think about what we're doing. And to do that, excuse me, I like to look back at the last week, and I did write a devotional. I haven't posted it yet, but I did that. That was part of my 15 minutes of writing, and it really worked. So I think this week, first off, I want to use something bright. So it's one of these Tombos, definitely, and I think we're going to go with this one, although the blue-green might work. What do I want to use? I think we'll go with this one, which is number 515. So what do I need to do for this week? And I wanted to put something else up here, and maybe I can find something in here in this section with these colors, because she's got all of this. Priority, remember. I think we can do it's a blue, so let's do it in, let's just do black, or no, let's do green. A green, remember? Yeah, let's do that. If you hear jingling, that's my little cat stalking me yet again, because, you know, there we go. Yeah, that works. Alrighty, so now I'm going to work backwards. That's been my latest thing. This, you know, for some reason, I feel like starting at the end to go to the beginning works better. So even though this is a goal planner, I do put now, I don't generally plan my videos too far in advance because I like to dig into how I'm feeling, and yes, but I do need to, I will plan them for the next week on Saturday or Sunday. Generally on Sunday, I'm going to spend some crafty time. And now we have a traffic jam outside my window because I'm filming, right? Crafty time and fun. And I need that. I need downtime where I'm crafting but not filming. I don't want to make this always about work. Now I have my 15 minutes writing. 15 minutes. Sorry about the traffic, friends. I live in the country. Sometimes you'd never know it. And my window, which is there, overlooks the road, but it has the best light. I like natural light. So I'm putting in my 15 minutes of writing every day. Okay, let's make sure we get it here. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm filming YouTube, so today is going to be a YouTube day. Okay, so film. I'll work on shorts. New projects. I like to pretend, you know, think about if I was going to do a new project, not pretend, but I'll think about that a bit. Okay, I'm going to take a beat here and figure some of this out, friends. Okay, so I had to step back a moment. Sometimes I need to get off camera to really think. Excuse me. So first off, 15-minute writing each day. Ooh, sorry about my voice there. 15 minutes writing each day. Plan and film YouTube. I'm working on a children's book. I've actually restarted it quietly, and I've been working on that. And I have a blog of children's poems, short stories, vignettes called Writing from My Nook. It's linked in my link tree. So I'm going to work on that a bit. So today is obviously a YouTube day and thinking about some new projects, which I'm going to show you something at the end here and ask your opinion. I'm terrible at remembering to take pictures for social media. I just am. All of a sudden, I do a community post every day, pretty much every day. I try to on my YouTube channel, and I just share little things, sometimes behind the scenes or whatever. But often I find myself, I try to drop them at 3:30 during the week. If I'm doing a video, I'll do another post later in the evening to announce it, which is I do that Wednesday, Fridays, and then Saturday night for Sunday at midnight. And I can't tell you how many times I'm like, wait, it's 2:30. I have to get my post together for 3:30. I do it all the time. I know I should be better at it, but I'm not. So I need to get that in here and work on that. And in fact, I've been putting that in. This is my monthly layout where I plan my videos because I just never remember. It's like, I don't know, zoinks, like, hello. So I also have been falling down on Pinterest. So on Wednesday, I have another big work project I'm doing, but I have time where I'm going to work on my children's book and the blog and continue this writing. So, and then I think I showed you the rest here. YouTube again on Thursday. And then on Friday, I'd like to either publish the devotional, edit it again, just kind of have fun with it. Now that I'm looking at this, I feel like I need something here. So there was that beach day sticker in here, I believe. Yeah, I think since I have a little bit of red in here, that would be really cute here. And it is kind of transparent. So I would put that, and that actually works well with those sunglasses there, the colors. Yeah, let's do that, okay? Perfect. Is it straight? Probably not, but we're going to leave that for now, right? So what do you think? No, we're not going to. No, I'm not doing it. See, this is where perfectionism comes in. You're like, oh my God, it has to be perfect. No, it doesn't. I'm human and I don't always get my sticker straight. But you know what? This is really pretty. I like the fact that I did something a little different and put the single smaller washi up there. I think that meshes nicely with those stickers. So now let me show you a few other things. So these are the planners I use for our life, appointments, and things like that. And the truth is, I've decorated for this week, but I haven't planned in here yet. So I need to sit down and do that. Maybe I'll do that for a short. I don't know. I just did a short for today. Well, and then again, this video will go up on Wednesday, but I did a short for Monday here of this, which I have to flip so this is this week in here. And what I do is I use these two in tandem. So I pick something every day that I feel is important, the most important thing, and I put it in here. And this goes with me wherever I am. But this is the more detailed version, and I don't carry this around. This I carry, so I have to work on those yet. So maybe I'll do a short with planning this. Ugh. I feel like I don't like when I go into Monday a little scattered, and that's how I'm feeling today. Finally, now if you're watching me, you know I did a creative journal recently. Where did I put that? Okay, so this is the mini planner that I picked up. Dates expires, but I just did kind of this free range journaling, and I've done shorts, and I've shown you that. I also picked up, that was from Mercari, but during the most recent Happy Planner sale, I think they're having another one, I picked this one up. I've never used a skinny. I know they have the skinny mini and the skinny classic. I picked this one up because I thought it was so pretty. And obviously the first, 6 months, I would redate or whatever I'm going to do with them. But I'm thinking about what am I going to do with this planner? And that's where you come in. I don't know. I have a junk journal. I have this other journal there. I have faith planners. I don't know what to do with this. Maybe turning it into some kind of creative journal. Again, I want to use the space. It's pretty, it was inexpensive, and I just want to have fun in here. A quote journal? I do quotes in the other journal. I mean, that I'm just doing what I see fit in that journal. I'm calling it free range journaling. I just love making pretty spaces. So I think we're going to do something with that heading into July. This planner heading into July. It's so pretty. I mean, what I'm finding, for what it's worth, creativity in one area gives you more creativity in another. And that's something I never realized. And I've talked on this channel about creativity and your brain and your health and things like that. And the psychological, emotional, physical aspects of that. So I'm not sure what to do with this baby. Actually, you know what? These are a little bit similar, aren't they? Not quite, but similar. So if you have ideas, let's, talk to me. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think this could be a lot of fun as well. But it all stems from this and my, planners for our lives. You take these things and you play with them and you make them new and you do things. I don't know. I think the creative process has been so beneficial for me and my I deal with anxiety, and this has certainly made a huge difference in anxiety for me. Creating, playing, having fun, feeling more organized. We do have a lot going on at the moment, and honestly, I'm not as anxious about it as I used to be. I'm feeling so much more zen right now, and I think a lot of it has to do with this planning, but also these creative spaces. So, all right, friends, I guess this is the last spread for June. Really happy with how this worked. Not sure what we're going to do for July, but you know what? We'll figure it out. And again, friends, if you have any suggestions for me with this, gosh, I would appreciate it. All right, friends, I am wishing you the best week ever. Know that I'm here for you and I'm wishing you well and positivity and fun and so forth. And play. Just play and be creative. It's the best advice I can give you. If you're suffering from anxiety, depression, anything like that, these things will help lift you up. All right, planner friends, have a great day, and I'm wishing you the best for the rest of the week since this is dropping on Wednesday. Thanks for being here, friends. Bye now.